What's going on, y'all? It's Buns, and season 9 of Marvel Rivals is here, so I figured I'd make an updated video on the thing, seeing as this new season has opened up a lot of opportunities for Thing players to finally carry their ranked matches. So without further ado, this is the complete season 9 Thing guide. Let's begin. Before we get into anything new or flashy, let's do a quick overview of the Thing's abilities so we know what we're working with. Number 1. Normal attack. Your normal attack will be a 2-piece combo that does 40 damage per hit. Number 2, Stone Haymaker is the Thing's bread and butter. Essentially, it's a forward punch that can pierce through enemies, knock flyers out of the air, and can grant bonus health equal to the damage being dealt, up to 150. It's important to note that the Thing's health will only go up to 900 through just Haymakers alone. We will be alternating a lot between our normal attack and our Stone Haymaker to maximize damage output. Number 3, the Yanti Street Charge is an ability that gives you a lot of ground to work with. When you activate this ability, you will instantly gain 200 HP. On top of that, you will also gain a 100% movement boost, so essentially giving you a get out of jail free card. This ability can also be used to disable mobility every time you slam down on an enemy player. It's good to note that this ability has a 10-second cooldown window, so make sure not to use this charge all willy-nilly, because believe it or not, that's actually how most Thing players end up dying. More on that in a second. Number 4, Embattled Leap can be used in many ways, but essentially use this ability to jump on your teammate. After landing on your teammate, you will instantly apply a 20% damage reduction to them, yourself, and anyone else on your team around you for about 3 seconds. Number 5. On the contrary, your second version of this ability, Battle Blitz, is less defensive and more offensive. When you jump to an enemy, anyone in the surrounding area you've just landed will now be inflicted with 20% vulnerability, basically making it to where they take 20% more damage from you and your team for 3 seconds, which if used right can secure very easy and fast kills. Number 6, finally we're at the Thing's ultimate. It's quite simple, so I'll make this quick. Clobbering Time is a stun ultimate. While it does do a 100 damage upon impact, it's not really used as an ultimate to kill unless your team is right behind you. I don't know if you've realized it by now, but the Thing's whole kit is about displacement and being an absolute pest to any backline while being almost unkillable on the front. Essentially, you want to use this ult to stop teams from straight up walking you down, or you should use it to put heavy pressure on a support or two that may be keeping the enemy team in the fight. Anyone who gets hit by the Thing ultimate isn't moving for a solid 3 seconds, so make sure to secure your kills or fall back to your team. The Thing's passive ability is not one to be taken lightly. As the Thing, you are immune to launch up, knockback, and other displacement effects. This quite literally makes the Thing a wall on the front line. Now it's time for the team ups. I know you've all been waiting for this portion of the video, so listen up. The Thing has 2 team ups with Johnny. The first are Flaming Fist, a team up that allows the Thing to extend his range from 4 meters with the Rocky Jab to 6 meters, and from 8 meters with the Stone Haymaker to 9.5 meters. A slight improvement in range, but nothing crazy, until you realize that while you have this team up active, it both increases the cast speed of Rock Jab and Stone Haymaker. On top of this, the area of damage is insane. I don't even have my reticle over this bot, and I'm still able to hit him and do the same amount of damage. This ability lasts for only 10 seconds, which, believe it or not, is enough time to make this team up useful. With the increased speed of our already powerful abilities, topped off with the fact you have Flaming Fists, there's no reason you shouldn't be walking people down, especially if you have a Human Torch on your team, increasing the power of this team up. The second team up with Johnny is so broken, it will kill any support instantly. It's unfair. This team up, Johnny is able to pick you up and throw you down on any specific spot. If you successfully landed on an enemy, it will stun them for exactly 1 second. Upon impact, it will also trigger your Fire Fist regardless of cooldown. The landing in itself does 45 damage, nothing impressive at all. But that 1 second stun with the activation of your Fire Fist is what you want to use to get picks on the backline and run out. It's a one-shot combo kill if you slam down on an enemy, haymaker, and while you're punching the stunned enemy, you want your Johnny to slam down on them, instantly killing an unsuspecting support. It's very easy to get lost in the sauce with this team up, so make sure to slam down, kill, and get out. If you miss your landing or can't safely secure a kill, don't think twice about jumping back to your team and resetting. This team up is broken in Season 9 right now and can win fights almost instantly if you do it right, but it's very easy to mess it up and just end up feeding, so stay tuned and we'll look at actual gameplay on when you should be using this ability. And that's that for the Thing and Human Torch team up. Now, for Thing's final and potentially strongest team up yet. Unbreakable Forces. While this team up is active, the Thing takes a set amount of damage. The armor pulses out a wave of area healing for allies. Furthermore, the conversion ratio for missing health into bonus health is increased. In simple terms, every time you get hit, you will get 20 bonus health back. On top of that, every time you get hit, your teammates within a 8-meter radius will be healed by 80 HP. This will keep happening the more you get hit while this team up is active. You must be able to take 150 damage before the healing effect can trigger for your teammates though. The reason this team up is so broken is because the Thing is already a pest when it comes to stalling point or holding a certain line. Adding on the fact you can now heal yourself and your teammates by taking damage, the Thing brawling and frontline tanking isn't a question anymore, it's the answer. And with so many players running dive, especially with the higher you move up in ranked, Thing will be a key character to have in your bag just in case the time comes. And if you just want to learn how to dominate as Thing, then keep watching because we're about to go over how you should be positioning yourself and how to maximize the use of all your abilities at any given moment. The Thing is a really easy character to position yourself with. Basically, if the team is fighting up front and you have another tank, join your tank up front, but make sure to turn around every so often, if not panic turn around all the time to make sure that your team isn't getting dived in the backline. A lot of the time in Marvel Rivals, there will be a tug of war on ground, and as the Thing, you don't necessarily want to walk into people, although that is an option and you can do that. You want to use your stone haymakers around corners to slowly chip off damage and wait for cooldowns. Use your Yanti Street Charge, stun them, get rid of their mobility for a second, make them walk back a little bit. You don't want to necessarily be all up in their junk. They will kind of fry you if you are. You want to kind of get in and get out. You can think of it like Venom if you want, just a really fat, rocky, slow Venom, but you want to get in, fuck shit up, and then get out. When it comes to ability management, all I can say is make sure you have the right ability. If the enemy team is low and your team is going in, I believe that's a good time to jump to the enemy team and cause vulnerability. That way you can kill the team quicker and wipe them. If you're clearly taking a lot of damage and you don't have your Yanti Street Charge, you can use your embattled leap to jump to one of your teammates, and that'll give you 20% damage reduction along with your teammates, and they can heal you. 99% of the time when you die on Thing, it will be because you have no cooldowns. But if you genuinely have no cooldowns and you may have a healer or two behind you and you're the only tank up there on the front line, just keep punching because that shield conversion will keep coming back to you and you will almost be unkillable, especially if you're using the Invis team up. With the Fire Fist, all I can say is it's just a more aggressive way way to do the same thing. Displace, knock enemies back, and if you have a Johnny on your team, it could do a lot of damage to the point you could start walking into them and just killing their backline. But don't get too greedy. Just because you have Fire Fist does not mean you have 1,000,000 HP. If you start walking into the enemy team, they are going to fry you no matter what. When it comes to Invisible Woman and the Thing team up, I believe if you have an Invisible Woman on your team, you cannot go wrong with this team up at all. I would argue to say that I would pick it above the Johnny team up, but I'm really on the fence about that one as well. But if you're at an overtime where you just really need to stall a point and you have an Invis on your team, the Invis team up is gonna be what you want to pick for stalling, for surviving, for not dying whatsoever. Remember, as Thing, you want to have the least amount of deaths, if not 0 deaths. Now, we talked about positioning, ability management, and team ups. Let's talk about a very important subject. Peeling. Make sure to peel. Even if they're not pinging, even if they're not screaming on the mic or typing, you have to turn your head and you gotta turn around and you gotta peel for your team no matter what. If your backline is getting attacked, even if you almost killed someone in the front line, it won't matter if your healers are dead. Now, when it comes to killing and securing kills and when to do it as the Thing, I think it's pretty simple. If you have another tank and they're putting pressure on the enemy line, I definitely say push up and throw some haymakers in there. With your piercing, it's going to do a lot of damage. If you have someone like Strange or any other shield tank, it's going to go really well with the Thing. Other than that, just know when to either secure a kill or run away. Your survival is the most important thing for the team. As the Thing, you are a literal anchor for your lobbies. So I hope you guys learned something from this and can start winning more of your matches on the Thing and Marvel Rivals. Anyways, as always, my name is Bunch, and stay buttered.